Well, welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections, and welcome back to Nevada Classics. We were here with another episode, episode 42, with John and Isaac, and they showed us the cars they were going to send down to Barrett-Jackson. Well, they sold those cars, and guess what? They bought a couple more cars. So today, we're going to put the spotlight on their latest purchases. Welcome back to Cars, Shops, and Collections. This is part 2 of our follow-up at Nevada Classics. I'm here with Isaac. Part 1, we kind of broke down some of your buys at Barrett-Jackson.
Absolutely.
Part 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 3 more buys to focus on. I'm really excited because Grand National. This is a beautiful car.
Yeah, it is. It is. 86 Grand National, all numbers matching, factory T-tops. We have them off right now. They're in the trunk. 3.8 turbo. It is a clean car. It's almost two-tone too. If you walk on the side, you'll see right under this line here, it's almost like a gray color, which complements the interior really well. It's an automatic car.
I feel like these are more popular now. These are a desired car right now.
They have really come to life. We were talking a little off camera, the GNX, which is a model up, are going for 120 to 170. It's insane.
120 to 170. How much did you get this for?
This one we got for 48, plus you pay your little buyer fee. And this is just a good runner. It's a really good runner. It's fun to drive. This would be, we were talking about daily drivers in episode 1.
Yeah.
This would be a daily driver. This is a good car. Everything works on it.
It's in great condition.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 1986. I love the T6 logos all throughout the car.
Absolutely.
It's cool, especially when it's all black.
Yeah.
And you have the logo that pops.
Yeah.
T-tops as well. Just something about this, it takes me back to my childhood. I see this like, you'd see a buddy driving through the neighborhood inside this thing.
Like, oh yeah.
And by the way, too, Mike here on camera. Mike is master mechanic for the crew here at Nevada Classics. Just the guy that's lurking in the background. What do you think of this? I mean, what jumps out to you when you see this?
What jumps out at me is the interior.
Yeah.
I like the interior, and I like the body style because it's almost got that Monte Carlo body style about it, you know, especially when you look at the back. But what's really cool about this car, it's only got a 3.8 V6 turbo in it, but when you take it out on the road and you nail it, it scoots.
It goes.
It's quick. It surprised me. I've driven a lot of fast cars, but this one really has some
power seats.
Power seats, 6-way power seats.
6-way.
And 86
and
is fancy stuff.
Factory,
Yeah, all factory stuff in that.
I like too the blacked out Buick logo on the hood, on the horn right there.
Yeah, and with the T-tops on it, looks clean. I personally would drive this thing, especially here in Vegas with the T-tops off. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
let me get you started. I'll go to the passenger side here.
Also, what really tops it off, it's also an AC car.
Yeah.
Isaac, come around here.
Yeah. Let me hop in.
Mike was showboating with the start with the one hand reach
Yeah,
around. That was
a little
impressive.
showboat.
Gene, come around here too, because 1986. I mean, this I'm thinking, Rocky. I'm thinking GI Joe. I'm going back to my childhood. And a radio like this back in 1986, all reverse cassette.
Yeah.
It's a cassette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then same thing with this was ahead of its time.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was with the radio.
Yep, and then your
presets.
heat, cool.
But this is like computerized.
Yeah,
almost.
it is. You're right. Yeah, it's touch.
Touch screen.
Yeah.
And you're doing this in 86. I mean, you're the cool
you're
kid on the block.
styling. Yeah, you are.
Your mirror control here for the right.
Your gauges down here.
Your tachometer.
Yeah, that's like almost like Knight Rider-ish.
Yeah, it is. Your gauges down here, which is really cool too, so you can see that.
Shows your voltage.
Yeah.
Ashtray, it's 86.
Of course.
We're smoking our
right.
Marlboro
We're still
Reds.
smoking. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to high school and smoking our cigarettes in this thing. I love this car,
I do too.
man.
I really am a fan. I was really excited when we bought this car. Really excited. This was a car we got Saturday morning, the third car that ran.
It goes across the block?
Yeah.
Where are you guys in Barrett-Jackson? Are you sitting down there? Are you in a booth?
It depends. So the Craig Jackson Sky Lounge, if we're not looking to buy anything, if we're waiting on our cars to run.
Yeah.
In the morning when we got this, we were on stage because we didn't walk it. So as it's coming up on stage, we're going around, we're touching the door, we're making sure everything's right.
As it's going across for sale, you're up there looking at it, making some final decisions?
Absolutely.
Neat stuff, man.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
working
at the lights.
Yeah. Dude, we can spend 30 minutes on this thing. Just sitting inside comfortable, too?
Yeah.
T-tops are off in the back there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they are in the trunk.
I love it.
T-tops.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah.
The smoke T-tops.
Oh, yeah, so you're not getting a sunburn as you drive it.
Right.
This is neat, man. Already for sale?
What's amazing is when you have it out on the road,
Yeah.
it still drives like a new car.
Yeah, it
goes
does.
Straight down the road, but the giddy up and go that it has with the turbo. Mm-hmm. I mean, I took it, I had it drive, and all I did is I stabbed it coming out of first. Didn't do anything else to it. Held my foot on it, and when it went into second, the ass end did this.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Dude, I love this one, man.
I do too.
There's something about it,
Yeah,
too.
I
you know?
do too. I do too.
1986. That's cool. Okay. Tell me more.
This is, of course, as you see, it's a 1971 Cuda 440 6-pack shaker hood, Plum Crazy, one of 108. This is an all original car. 4-speed on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
Has the original fender tag. It has a broadcast sheet, build sheet. It's got everything you want.
Perfect interior. Pop that
Just
open,
beautiful interior. Pop that open while I work on the hood here.
Gene. Were you going down to Barrett with this in mind? You saw this one?
Absolutely.
And you said we have to have this.
So we've actually known about this car for a while. One of our buddies up the road, Brett Torino, had this car for about 15 years in his collection when he
had it?
sold to Mika
Here in town?
here in town. Right up the road from us, he has a warehouse, but just absolute. This was on our radar for sure. For sure. We had the fender tag beforehand, actually, so we already knew everything was numbers matching on this car. The shaker hood is just an iconic look.
So this is a Plymouth Barracuda or Cuda?
This is a Cuda.
Which
Yeah,
is
this
an addition. Okay, what's the
Yeah.
difference?
The engines they were running, the type of car that Barracuda was. The Barracuda was more for the family man
Right.
that
Okay.
had his
To and
wife
from
and maybe
work.
2 kids.
Yeah.
But that was the Barracuda.
Okay.
Now the Cuda itself, it was for the guy that wanted to get out and play on a Friday and
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Which we have here.
You
Which
know,
we
a
have
little
here.
hot rod action going on, you know, the whole 9 yards.
So we had a Cuda on the show before. And if I remember, on the VIN, it should start with BS on the VIN.
I believe that's right, and it'll tell you right here too, BS23.
BS. So there you go. Yep.
That is correct.
Boom. So it's a real. Just so you know, if you didn't, we're down. It's a
Right.
real Cuda.
It
I'm
is.
here
It
to tell
is.
you guys. Color too. I mean, this is an iconic
Plum
color.
Crazy, yeah, the Plum Crazy purple.
Tires. Look
This
old.
is a good story right
Tires
here.
are old.
Tires are
Yeah.
old.
Those tires are 50 years old. There's a date on the inside of the tires, and it tells you when you look at the date on the back side of the tires that they're 50. We've got a good friend that comes up here every once in a while, and he was the one that crawled down there. He goes, "Oh my God, these tires are 50 years old."
So these are the original tires?
Yeah.
Yeah, real
Those
polyglass.
are real polyglass. They're not a remake.
Those
that-
are the
that
real
look like
deal.
polyglass.
How many miles are on this?
This has, you can tell right in there, obviously. I think we're,
44.
yeah, that sounds about right.
44,000 miles.
Yeah,
So then the original tires. Wow.
yeah, and they're in great shape for that.
Hey, let me tell you, we had it out on the road here a week ago, and I figured these tires were just going to be all over it. No, it was actually
Yeah, clean drive,
Cruising along.
clean drive. This car was taken very, very good care of.
Okay, so you see this. What are you looking at? The lines?
Yeah,
You're looking.
we
What
work
do you
at the
tell me
line
what you
work.
look at when you see this car.
We look for Bondo too. So we go through, we touch right here. If it's all,
Where are you touching? Right here?
yeah, well, all the lines. If it hurts your hand at all,
down through there.
if it's rough, that's not good. That's clean all the way
So
through.
you want this to be smooth, which it
We
is.
want it to be smooth. That's good paint work.
Okay.
We look for any spots on the roof. We call that Bondo, right?
Yeah, you'll have Bondo areas, you'll have discolorment in the
Right,
paint.
right.
Know, if you have any bad spots in paint, the best thing is this LED light.
Yeah.
It's going to bring them out.
Yeah.
It's going to show a heartbeat. It's going to show it, you know. It will show you anything that's wrong with the body.
We'll open and close doors like how you did, and
Yeah.
you just gently close it, and it lined right up. That's
So you're
good.
looking at, okay, the door seals
Yeah.
too. Everything lines up.
Back in the day, what we used to do is we used to take a nice rag and sometimes just use a small magnet side of the rag. And you could take and you could go alongside of a fender and you could feel the magnet sticking to the fender. Then you get to a part to where it would just drop off.
Oh.
And that told you. Then by the time you got to fill it up in that fender, you realize, oh, this all smashed in. It's filled with Bondo,
Yeah.
you know.
And some old school knowledge right there.
That's an old timey hat right there. Mike's getting ready to go cruising to his 86 over here. That's a good hack, though.
Yeah.
That's a really good hack.
But it always put one in a nice rag that's not going to do any damage to the paint. And you'll feel it sticking to the car, and then all at once when it drops off, that tells you right
There's something right there. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start carrying around a magnet for all.
Right.
What? Hey. All right. There were 503 Dodge Daytonas made.
Correct.
You've got 2 of them right here.
Right.
We'll get to the Million Dollar Mopar over there in a second, but this is the brand new, the orange one here. You picked it up at Barrett-Jackson. Tell me more about it.
We actually got this one from Mecum in Kissimmee.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, it was. We bid online on it. We have our guy Rob that works at Mecum, and he said, hey, I know you guys are into this thing. We got one running in a couple minutes, so we had him on the phone, and we liked the price on it. This is a 440, all matching number, 375 horsepower. It is equipped with the V2 Hemi orange paint, which is such a good look. Black wing on the back with the Daytona. It's as nice as you can get.
When it comes to the Daytona.
Yeah.
It really is.
That wing and this stride.
So Dodge wanted this to be a NASCAR, right? They built this to race the car. But in order for it to be a NASCAR vehicle, they had to sell it to the mass public, correct? That's why we had these made.
They made them first for the racetrack.
For the racetrack, and then they went for sale.
For sale.
Okay.
To the public.
Very limited number, as you said, 503 of them.
And then the last time we were talking too, how much did you pay for this?
This one, 325 or 35 we paid for this one.
Over $1 million worth of cars between. I'm like, I want to walk like this so
By
I don't
itself
scrape
over
anything.
there.
But over here though too, because you were telling last time, do I have this correct? For the actual NASCAR race, the car was lowered, so they cut this out because the wheel needed room.
Exactly.
And so they put this over to cover it. But as far as the
They had to take what the main reason was, the reason they cut the hole, and you'll find out it's got cutouts.
I don't want to
The main
scrape it.
reason they did it is because of the aerodynamics of the nose. As soon as they got over 200 miles an hour, it pushed that nose down so low that front tires would start rubbing. So they said, we have to have some relief in here somewhere. What can we do? So the engineers got together and they said, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut 2 big 4-inch holes right here on each fender. And that's what they did. And then they took it out, ran it on the track and figured, hey, that's great. Man, it worked out fine. The main man goes, yeah, but I don't want my cars running around big holes in the fenders, you know. They said, no problem. So they made these scoops.
To cover it.
And that's where it all originated from.
Can we see the inside of this one?
Absolutely. Open it up.
Yeah.
Careful,
Open it.
Gene.
Gene, be careful. Spectacular interior.
Yeah, numbers matching car as well. I don't think I mentioned that, but
Yeah, all the way through.
yeah, all the way through.
Engine, transmission, rear end, everything.
And this is an automatic car as well.
Yeah.
Normally a bench seat on the Superbird? Or
On the Superbirds. I think
No.
they came both ways.
You could get them both
Yeah,
ways.
okay.
Yeah.
You could get this bucket here, but I don't
don't
the
think you could do
Daytonas
bench.
Came with a
Okay.
bench
I don't
seat,
think so either.
But I know the Birds did.
Yeah,
The Birds you could go bench or bucket.
yeah.
I like it. So nice.
Let me start this one up. for
Yeah,
you guys,
start
just to
this
get
one
it
up.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna start some cars.
This
So start this one.
This has got a nice little sound to it, and like I said, even the exhaust, it's all stock of what it used to be back in the day.
It's cold-blooded.
Boom, no, right there. How many Daytonas do you think you guys had through the years?
Two. These two.
These are
Yeah.
the only
We
two
were
you've ever had?
Superbird. Yeah, we were Superbird
These are
guys.
the only 2 Daytonas
We've ever had. Yeah.
Everything else was the Super.
Yeah, we've had I don't know how many Superbirds, but
Whenever we tried for one of these, they were just off the hook.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know, and finally John said, you know what, I want some Daytonas. And
Yeah.
we got them. All right, let's turn that one off. We need complete silence for what we're gonna do here
Yeah.
coming up next. Because over here, I called it the $1 Million Mopar.
I love it. Yeah. I wish it was only $1 million.
1.3, right?
Yeah.
$1.3 million for this. We featured this in episode 42. We did a deep dive on this because this is the most highly optioned Dodge Daytona in existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful car, and a school teacher bought it back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's got
Didn't
everything.
know what he was doing and went and checked every box when he made the build. And
We,
it came completely optioned with everything from the factory.
And it's a legendary car. It's a legendary car.
It is.
Again, we deep dived and we posted videos on YouTube. We posted video on TikToks. The one thing we didn't do last time is we didn't start it because we had a lot going on. We just didn't start it.
Right.
So everyone on TikTok, why don't they start it? It doesn't run. $1 million, the car doesn't start.
We were waiting on the engine. I'm just kidding.
So what we're gonna do today, Mike, would you do the honors, please?
Yes, I will.
We're gonna start the $1 Million Mopar. For all the doubters, we're gonna start it up. It starts. It starts.
And this hasn't been started in a week. And it's just been a while. You want to pop this, Mike?
Yeah.
How often do you take it out? Because you never take it out because of the value.
Yeah, this is. You got a lot of idiots out here, and,
Yeah, you do.
we don't
It's
want
Vegas.
to. But look at that.
It starts.
It does start, in case you were wondering. Just a gorgeous car.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Don't find it like that no more.
No.
It is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, Isaac, thank you for having us back.
Absolutely.
Showing us the cars.
Absolutely.
Mike, I appreciate your knowledge and jumping in here as well.
Anytime.
What's next for you guys? Another auction? Sell some cars?
We got a couple actually already sold.
Yeah.
From our Barrett Jackson trip. We got some customers that are interested, and we sold one already. We're working on a second one. And we'll just hang out and see.
Buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and
It's the
sell.
name of the game.
Oh my gosh, I could just hang out here all night long, but thank you again, man.
Absolutely.
This was
Absolutely. Thanks for coming down, JC.
We'll be back.
And Gene, the man behind the camera.
fun. We'll be back when your next
Absolutely.
big purchase. So thanks for watching, guys. We
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.